In a previous video, we have talked about how we shift from a waterfall marketing approach to an agile marketing approach. And one of the things that I emphasize in agile is the ability to run experiments and test and respond quickly. So in this context, there is a concept that I'd like to amplify, and this concept is called lean analytics. So lean analytics is an experimentation approach that tries to learn and test with the minimum amount of investment and the minimum amount of time. So let's look at the origin of this concept of lean analytics. What is lean? Lean comes from the manufacturing literature where we had just in time. And in just in time, what was lean and what was fat? Fat was inventory. Inventory was waste. So just in time was lean manufacturing, where you reduce the amount of inventory. From the manufacturing literature, lean found its way in product development. So we have the lean startup, lean development. In lean development, what was the wastage? Features. So the concept in lean development was the minimum viable product, that you build just the minimum product that customers want, the minimum feature set, and you put it out there and add bells and whistles later. So this idea of lean is now coming into marketing experimentation. So lean experimentation, what is the fat? The fat now, or what is the wastage? It's time and money. So just like we have the concept of the minimum viable product in lean development, I would suggest to you the concept of the minimum viable test, or the MVT, in lean experimentation. So that's one of the key principles in lean analytics, is the concept of quick and dirty and cheap experimentation. Now, what is the analytics part of it? Analytics is the idea that we take a metric that is important, that's going to move the needle, that's relevant to our business, and we tweak different aspects of the customer's experience to improve that metric. So analytics is the idea of figuring out a dependent variable, changing and tweaking factors that affect that dependent variable, and seeing the results. So when you combine the two, what we have is the lean analytics cycle. So the lean analytics cycle is pick a metric that we care about, run a test that is very, very quick, that is dirty, that is cheap, and then iterate on it very quickly. So this combination of the concept of lean and the concept of experimentation and analytics is together being called lean analytics. So it is nothing but a marketing experimentation approach that relies on a rapid, iterative, and cheap experimentation. And it requires you to be creative. It requires you to be creative about the tests that you run, because sometimes you can create tests that are quick and dirty by applying creativity. So you need to think like a hacker. You need to think unconventionally. Don't run expensive tests. I always tell people to think big, start small, but scale fast. So that's the lean analytics mindset and principles.